All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. And this was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carry for Melvin Gordon. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little bit.
And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. What? 90.
Jones throwing on first down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's going to get his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Rudolph. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
On first down, it's Rudolph. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, it's Rudolph. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Leopard! Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
On first down, Rudolph. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
When an offense reads blitz, Doesn't matter where it's coming from. Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, Rudolph throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They run with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational. In the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Slow.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10.
Now, Barney!
The drive will start with Connor. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. This quarterback now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10.
Gone! Let's go, defense!
Here's Rudolph. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw, Rudolph. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Rudolph going to throw again. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now Rudolph, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Rookie Derwin James with a pick, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Still going. They can't stop him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Z. Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now Rudolph on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Henry's got it out on the left side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Slow. Ready. 319.
Taylor will throw. Steps under pressure again, and down he goes again. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Z.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On third down, Taylor going underneath for Gordon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 12 seconds of the half now, as they've got it 1st and 10.
Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch you now, Barney. Watch you now, Barney. Gun.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Ready. 319.
Now Taylor to throw on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a pickup of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Finds his target. It's Gates. Touchdown, L.A. Antonio Gates, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Sturgis adds the PAT, and it makes the score 21-10. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. Switzer now to return. He's got daylight. The 40, the 30, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Slow. Ready. Flag 32.
Now Taylor on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Taylor operating from the gun. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Switzer now to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Rudolph looking to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Tackle made there by Trayvon Howard.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Connor. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Rudolph on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Legion coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Slow. Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now it's Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now it's Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Rudolph. Incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They get it to him running left. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And fights through one man. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Slow. Z.
They go play action here on first down. And his Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Ryan Shazier in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. Play action. Now Taylor. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Rudolph. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
When I heard James Washington's name called at the draft by Pittsburgh, I thought, what a nice pick by them, and just saw an example of why with a nice catch there. In his college career, stock and trade, taking it over the top. Deep post routes, deep go routes, catching the football downfield. But he's built like a running back, so I think that he can catch the short ones and turn them into long gainers by running through some tackles.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Here's Rudolph now on second down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. But for second down, if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, it's counter, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
Now Rudolph. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's counter. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
But he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Connor. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And the Texans, they have scored again and moved in front by a couple of touchdowns. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. One last shot for Taylor. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss is number 8 for them on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thank